It seems odd that I'm doing another one of these style of videos, but there is a point to it. So I was watching the Recess Schools Out movie in preparation to do a review. You know, the standard sort of thing. I talk to you through the camera, I make jokes, I go over stuff scene by scene, and I tell you what works and what doesn't. And as I was writing the notes for the review, I noticed two things, and they stood out to me very specifically as important. The first point was that the antagonist's motivation in the movie is pretty goddamn stupid. He wants to move the moon to get rid of summer, thereby increasing the test scores of all the schools across America. Which he then believes will somehow win over the American people, and in his own words...
But if a person, say me, could make test scores go up, why, everybody would feel better. They might even elect that person President of the United States.
And yet somehow I don't believe that that's what they'll do to thank him for getting rid of summer. Somehow I think it'll be more akin to this. Though, of course, what can you expect from James Woods when he falls for this?
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Man, I hope that's James Woods, because if it's me under there again, I'm going to be really pissed off.
But then it came to me. The antagonist is probably just that crazy and single-minded that he wouldn't think about the possible ecological or societal effects on the planet, as long as he gets his way. Of course, this doesn't explain why everybody else's complete absent-mindedness with the plan, but these are the same guys who end up locked in a closet that they're trying to get into anyway, so that they can restore power and yet completely forget about it. And thinking about it, the guards for these people were too stupid to warn each other on the radio about a rather obvious trap. So okay, maybe all of them are just dumbasses. But, plot holes aside, I began to notice something that the movie was using heavily, and I couldn't understand why. But something began to happen once I connected the dots, and it made me realize that the movie was being extremely intelligent, and yet it was doing it subtly, thus resulting in this video. That thing that they were doing was using music all from the 60s. Now, at first, the choice seems strange and jarring, as a movie made for kids in 2001 surely has no reason to rely so heavily on music from a single time period. Unless, of course, there's a reason. A very specific reason that connects up the original show, the movie, and the music in one huge-ass triple triad Venn diagram. And that's the idea of freedom. In the original show for Recess, their time outside from school in the playground was heavily pushed as purely theirs, a right that could not and should not be taken away from them, as it is their time to express themselves, to learn what they like and what they don't. And during the movie, this is played up to its fullest, building up to a whole speech that TJ makes about it.
You got it all wrong, old man. Your plan will never work. Sure, maybe your crazy laser beam can move the moon. Maybe you can even make it snow all summer. Maybe you can get rid of long afternoons playing baseball, or sunny days down by the lake, or warm nights camping out under the stars. But that won't stop us. We'll ride our bikes through the snow. We'll play kickball in the slush. We'll camp out in igloos. You may take away summer, but you'll never take away summer vacation.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
And this then gives credence to the fact that the movie begins to use songs like Dancing in the Streets, Incense and Peppermints,
Oh! Peace, Peter. Hey, Muriel.
Let the Sun Shine In,
But don't forget, come September, you're mine. I haven't forgotten that saggy butt comment.
Hey, September is a long way off.
and finally the end credits using Green Tambourine. And for the record, I have no friggin' idea what that whole end credit sequence is about, other than heavy-handedly linking into my point. Because through all this music, along with the flashback sequence that screams 60s, just like how Dark Shadow screams 70s, though not quite as stupidly, we can see the link between everything clear as day. Because what the movie is trying to do, or actually what the movie is succeeding in doing, is linking how kids view recess and the world around them with the 60s peace movement, thus being their time without control from people higher up, or without any anger, and being able to imagine nothing to kill or die for, no religion too. Okay, maybe a tad too far on that one. But still, the point stands. The movie knows that kids won't get that connection. That's something for the adults who are likely grown up in that time, who are watching the movie alongside the kids. And it's not to say that the movie doesn't try to talk to the kids in the same way. For all the messages to the adults about how they and the children are the same, there are parts going the other way. Like Principal Prickly's speech to TJ.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Detweiler. Every adult you've ever known was a kid at some time in his life. You think we don't remember summer vacation? Riding bikes down by the creek, catching pollywogs in a jar, camping out under the stars? Well, you're wrong. Some days I sit there in my office looking out at you kids on the playground and I think they don't know how good they've got it. In a few years, they're all going to be grown-ups like me, and all those good times will just be memories for them too. So go ahead. Put a whoopee cushion in my chair. Cover my carpet with fake vomit. Make fun of my big, saggy butt. But don't you ever say I don't care about summer vacation, because those memories are the last part of childhood I got left.
And hell, the movie ends with that exact same thought.
Actually, Detweiler, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Huh?
Now, you did me a big favor by dragging me into this mess. See, I didn't get into teaching for the promotions or the pension plans or so I could get to the golf course by 3:45. I did it because I wanted to help you kids. I'd forgotten that. Till today.
Come on, Teach. The pond awaits.
I'll be there in a second.
Hey, it's a gorgeous summer day and your pals are waiting. Go have some fun while you can. Teach.
You got it, Pete.
At the end of all this, I do wonder if I'm just overanalyzing things or sounding a bit pretentious by putting such a heavy set of ideals and meaning behind a movie. But it certainly feels like it's all there. And this movie does feel like it's far more intelligent than its counterparts. Whilst Hey Arnold was just the age-old story of David versus Goliath, and The Simpsons was about protecting the environment, I think they kind of dropped that after a while as a plot point. And SpongeBob was about, seriously, what was the moral to that movie? Because the main characters didn't really do anything to save anybody, and it all ended with a Deus Ex musical. If I wanted to watch that, I could watch Bill and Ted. But at the end of the day, it's my opinion and my view. If you agree with me, then great, and if you don't, I'm sure you've got your reasons. But for now, I've been Tyas, and I'll see you next time.
Drop your silver